I walked into the boardroom. Mr. Sterling didn't look up. He was reading a newspaper. He held out his empty coffee cup. "About time," he grunted. "Be a doll and refill this? And 2 sugars this time?" I stopped. I looked at the cup. Then I looked at him. "Excuse me?" I asked. Sterling sighed. He looked at me with annoyance. "You're the new help, right? Or the assistant manager? For the cleaning crew?" The other executives laughed. "She looks like an assistant manager," one said. "Probably diversity and inclusion. Just get the coffee, sweetheart. The new CEO is arriving soon, and he doesn't like clutter." I took the cup. I placed it gently on the table. "You are right, Mr. Sterling," I said. "The new CEO hates clutter, which is why I am cleaning house, starting with you." I am Nia. I didn't inherit my money. I didn't have connections. I worked twice as hard to get half as far. I started as a receptionist. I went to night school. I got my MBA. I built 3 tech startups and sold them for billions. When the board of OmniCorp called me, they were desperate. Their stock was tanking. They needed a savior. They hired me over the phone. They saw my resume. They saw my profits, but they never checked my photo. They assumed N. Williams was a man, probably a white man, like them. So when I arrived on day 1, I decided to run a test. No entourage, no announcement, just me, in a tailored suit, walking into my own building to see how they treat strangers. I walked into the lobby. The security guard stopped me. "Service entrance is in the back," he said. He didn't ask for ID. He just saw a black woman and assumed service. "I have a meeting," I said, "with the board." He laughed. "Yeah, sure you do. Let me see your bag." He searched my purse, like I was a criminal. Finally, he let me pass. I got to the elevator. A young executive tried to close the door. "Wait for the next one," he said. "This is for senior staff." I put my hand in the door. "I am senior staff," I said. He rolled his eyes. "Assistant manager doesn't count." There was that word again. Assistant manager. It was their code word for "you don't belong here." Mr. Sterling was the chairman. He was old school. He believed men ran business, and women brought coffee, especially black women. I stood at the end of the table. "I am not getting your coffee," I said. Sterling turned red. "Listen to me," he snapped. "I don't care who hired you. I don't care about your little title. I run this board, and if you want to keep this job, you will learn your place." Another executive chimed in. "Just do it, honey. We are stressed. We are waiting for Mr. Williams, the new CEO. He is going to be tough. He is going to fire the dead weight." I smiled. A cold, dangerous smile. "You are right about one thing," I said. "The CEO is going to be tough. But you are wrong about the name. It's Ms. Williams." I walked past the vice president. I walked to the head of the table. The leather chair was empty, waiting for the boss. Sterling stood up. "What are you doing?" he yelled. "You can't sit there. That is for the CEO. Security." I sat down. I spun the chair around. I placed my briefcase on the table. I opened it, and I pulled out the contract, the one with my signature. "Sit down, Sterling," I commanded. My voice changed. It wasn't the polite voice anymore. It was the billionaire voice. The room went silent, dead silent. You could hear a pin drop. Sterling looked at the contract. He saw the name, Nia Williams, CEO. He looked at me. His face went pale, then gray. You're the savior? But you're black," I finished for him. "A woman?" Not who you expected? Miss Williams, he stammered. I was joking. It was a hazing ritual. We do it to everyone. Really? I asked. Did you ask the white man in the elevator to get you coffee? Did you check his bag? Sterling looked down. No, he whispered. I didn't think so. You assumed I was the help. You called me assistant manager because you couldn't imagine that I was your boss. I looked at the other men, the ones who laughed. They were trembling, trying to hide behind their notebooks. I could fire you. I should fire you. But that is too easy. You have golden parachutes. You would leave with millions. I want to teach you a lesson about value. I am restructuring the board. Effective immediately. Sterling, you are removed as chairman. But I am keeping you on. Sterling looked hopeful. Thank you. Thank you. In a new role, I added. We have an opening. In the sanitation department. Sanitation? Yes, I said. We need an assistant manager to supervise the trash collection. Since you like handing people trash, I thought you would be perfect. I turned to the VP. And you? The mailroom needs help. Assistant manager of envelopes. Take it or leave it. If you leave, you breach your contract, and you get 0 severance. If you stay, you work your way up, like I did. He sputtered. He argued, but he signed, because he needed the money. He was broke from his 3rd divorce. The next day, I walked into the lobby. The security guard wasn't there. He was replaced by a professional. I took the elevator, alone. I walked into the boardroom. It was diverse. New faces, young faces, people who worked hard. And down in the basement, Mr. Sterling was wearing a jumpsuit, sorting the recycling. He saw me walk by. He looked down in shame. Good morning, assistant manager, I said. He didn't answer. He just grabbed a bag of trash. I changed the culture. I proved that talent has no color. And arrogance is a fireable offense. I learned a lesson that day. Never judge someone by their cover, because the person you treat like a servant might just be the one signing your paycheck. If you liked this justice, you will love the next story. Click the video on screen now.